Hello there everybody, and welcome to our first Amiibo tournament, where today we have 16 beautiful contestants out here looking for the title of the first win of the series, where, at the end of it all, we will have the top 16 contestants come back for one final round to crown a champion of the Amiibo tournament for this season. So let's get straight into it with our first match, Pyra versus Samus. Alrighty. Yes, we know who's next. So we have Pyra, pretty new amiibo to this. Skip this battle, no. We have Samus, a veteran of our series. And we have Pyra, somebody who's a little bit new, as you can tell by their level. But can they still fare well against somebody who hasn't performed well in the past? It's very possible they can, and like most of these, we're opening up with 0 hits, with Pyra taking the first smack. Only a 5%, and Samus instantly makes that mean absolutely nothing. I feel like this Samus winds up spending more of its time dodging rather than like actually playing the game. Which is honestly pretty funny in the long run, but it's pretty frustrating for in the matches. Because as you can see, Smithra is already landing quite a few attacks even with all that dodging. But it looks like Samus is still in the lead here, having pretty good start out here. Probably taking out the newcomer fairly early here. Ooh, the Pyra's getting Mithra's getting smacked around. Technically this is the Pyra amiibo, but Mithra's just coming in here as a little cameo real quick. Ooh, instantly takes the final smash ball. Loses it instantly. Honestly, this match could go to time very easily. And I would not even be shocked remotely. Ooh, no final smash ball for either of our contestants here today. Ooh, Mithra might actually be able to accidentally take a KO using that bounce pad. If they just jump. Oh, I guess they can't. Samus is still a pretty low percent. But will Samus actually take the KO in any kind of a timely manner? Because they have been dilly-dallying for a while now. Ooh, luckily for Samus there, that it was a pretty flat stage that we swapped into. Wrong direction for Mithra. Not too shocking that they messed up. But maybe Pyra will put in some more training in between this tournament and the next one for, well, hopefully a good return in case they ever do come back. That is assuming this match doesn't just end with, like, a tie. Because this could go to sudden death and go either way at this rate. Because Samus isn't going for the kill shot here anytime soon. And Mithra's kind of just getting a chance to build up some damage for a possible knockout in a little bit. Ooh, and there's the first stock of the match, almost 2.5 minutes in. Samus leveling up after already almost being a level 50. Each amiibo's probably going to have to go through an individual training session eventually, but for now, this is the skill level that we're looking at for this first tournament. Even though I do know there will be quite a few standout fighters compared to the rest of this crew already in here. Looking at some of our resident winners from the last series we've done with them. The Villager, Incineroar, Inkling Purple. Those are some tough competitors coming up. But for now, we got to open up a little slow with the first match of the series. Unfortunately, that does mean, well, we'll probably have a pretty boring first match, but it means the next matches here are going to look a lot more exciting, considering we will see Incineroar in the next round against a Ryu, if I remember correctly. Ooh, Samus with the final smash, same with Pyra, and that looks like stock number 2 of the game. Yeah, Pyra's not recovering from that one. Pretty boring first 5-minute match. Honestly, it's not horrible that it's not completely unexpected that this match went like this, considering the skill level of some of our contestants this time right now. But it still sucks that it's taken the full 5 minutes with barely any kind of knockouts coming around. We probably won't even hit a final knockout for our first video round. Maybe Samus will be able to take the final Smash Ball and actually do something with it. But honestly, probably not unless they get him in a perfect position for a knockout. I'd do it right about now or near the ledge, but looks like Samus is ruining that chance they had. And for taking to take it here. Ooh. Close edge was your only chance of getting there. Who knows, maybe Samus will try to save up the charge attack and just go in for the knockout. No? Samus toying around with their prey. And there we go. The first round completed, and Samus is moving on to the next round to fight either Ryu or Incineroar. Honestly, which either or will be a pretty interesting match in the long run. But we're moving on to our round number 2. Incineroar, the one-shot kitty, versus Ryu, a martial artist champion. If I remember correctly from our previous series, Ryu was also a pretty formidable foe, considering I believe he made it to the championship and won a tournament himself. But it'll be interesting to see how these two interact here, because I know Incineroar has quite a lot going for him going into this, considering the fact that he's the first ever winner of an Amiibo tournament, as well as a fully built Amiibo. I don't know if I ever got him into the spirit giving part of the game, but he might have some spirits too, haven't checked. Ooh, Ryu's in the air, taking a heavy beating here at the start. Ooh, there's a big hit. Ooh, Ryu taking a hit there. Incineroar getting knocked out by the ledge, but Ryu at high percent. And instantly that stock is taken back. But Ryu has his final smash, which is going to take an early stock off the side for Incineroar. Dang, this is not looking good for the one-shot kitty. Even though I am pretty sure if he does have a spirit, it's one that just allows him to use smash attacks very easily. So this could go well for him. Unless Ryu's able to get a hold of this final smash, but it looks like Incineroar is going to get his off beforehand, bringing us to a final stock situation in the last few minutes. I mean, early few minutes, not even the last few, like last game. If Incineroar can grab this final smash before Ryu can. Oop, and he loses the smash ball, but will Ryu use it? And he will. Not doing too much damage, probably would have been smarter to use that right on the ledge. Going in for some more damage there. But maybe this will all work out in the end for Ryu, taking on a huge competitor going into this tournament. Giving Ryu an easy spot as the front runner to win right now. Oh, and there it is. That's the spirit he has. Incineroar last stock has his HP fully healed. Just like that, this battle has completely shifted in Incineroar's favor. Able to take a beating, but is Ryu able to receive what he's dealing out? Incineroar only needs like one more good hit from the side. And now, with that high percent, honestly, he could probably get an up hit too. Ooh, we have the final smash. Ooh, but he goes up the top. And Incineroar lands his final smash, taking the last stock of this game, knocking Ryu out of this tournament. Meaning next game, Samus will have to deal with the kitty, the big cat himself. And this is why Incineroar is a front runner to win this tournament. But no worries, I know a lot of the Amiibo are getting put through a training program of sorts for their next tournament. But as we're looking at this bracket, we are moving into our next and third round of the tournament. Inkling versus Steve. Steve being somebody who's banned in the official competitive play, but will he be banned here in this Amiibo circuit? No, he will not, because he is pretty stupid. No, I'm not even gonna lie. He is not the sharpest tool in the shed. Or is... oh, 43-0 already. Both pretty strong and dominant Amiibo in the past. But will one of them be able to preside over the other? Only time will tell. And honestly, that time might be soon, or, well, it could take a while. Because sometimes it takes the Amiibo a while to realize that they're supposed to be fighting other Amiibo here. but maybe he catches on sooner rather than later, which would be very nice here. Steve gathering up some materials, getting a nice old parry in there. Off edge. Is Steve going to do something while he's there off edge? No, he is not. He's going to try to craft some diamond tools and successfully do it, giving him an absolutely massive power buff. And we're switching into the Meta Knight stage. Okay. Starting off with a little ledge action here. Nobody actually taking advantage with it. And Inkling having their final smash come out. Will they use it? Yes. Yes, they will. Probably taking the first stock of this game on Steve. And there it is. Let's see if Steve kicks it in overdrive and actually takes a knockout. They've been pretty good at getting some good chain combos in, but they haven't been good at following up on them at all, considering Inkling is still alive. But we have the Steve final smash out here. Let's see if it comes out into play. Oh, okay. Wow. Really sitting on it. About to get down to the final few seconds. And he uses it, tying this game up to 2 stocks to 2 stocks. Not too bad, if I say so myself. But we've still got another half of the match left to go. Back onto the starting stage. Wondering if anybody else will take any stocks this game. Making this a little more exciting, if I say so myself. But it does not look like it might. Who knows? It's a little hard telling this early on if anything will actually happen here. Because there's no final smashes on the horizon unless Inkling's able to take a little bit more of a beating. Ooh! Steve takes a pretty big hit to his own TNT. That's not a good hit. And Steve continuing to take some damage from this Inkling over here. And not really doing anything about it. He's kind of just falling, hitting the ground, and walking away. Crouched up in the air? Wow. Ooh, missed the attack that he was going for up there. And Inkling takes the second stock of this game, putting them in a good spot with a high percent, but they do have their final smash on the close horizon. And with Inkling's final smash, they might just be able to end the game here. Ooh, Inkling getting to the stage swap. Will they use it here while they're sitting here on a ledge? And they will, but not towards the ledge. Ooh, pretty big hit there, but Steve's final smash comes out, taking Inkling out in the most likely situation, sending them out of the bounds, and a smash ball on the stage. This could be huge for either party who gets it. Inkling gets it, and if they use it, they probably just take this game here. And that'll be it. Even if Steve is able to recover, he is in the final smash and gone. Knocking Steve out in the early bracket. And now we have our final match for the left side of this bracket. Mario versus Sephiroth. Gonna be a pretty interesting match, rematching from the trailers. Maybe there's some bad blood between them, but I guess we'll see. Ooh, pretty good, a level gap between the two. Let's see if that plays into their skill levels at all, which it probably will. Ooh, Sephiroth goes for an early, aggressive hit. Liking that nair action over here. Keeping Mario in a good spot where he can just kind of toy with him all he wants. Ooh, bringing out that neutral. Trying to impale Mario. This poor guy doesn't even know what's going on yet. Mario doesn't even look like he knows what's going on. Sephiroth seems incredibly experienced here. Ooh, Mario knocked off the edge, giving Sephiroth the early lead. Is it already time to count Mario out of this game with how early that stock was taken? If I recall, based off the past matches, that might be the fastest stock taken in this series so far. I mean, to be fair, it's only been 3 matches, but will he be topped about a 40-second knockout? Going for those nairs again. But will they actually hit? And while he decides to switch it up a little bit, recovers to the ledge. Probably hoping Mario would follow him off, but does not look like Mario was willing to. Ooh, misses that back air. Hasn't gone for a single fully charged up special yet. That's interesting. Not even utilizing the entire left side of the stage, which has all of its blocks still there. It looks like they're moving into that territory now, but Sephiroth is trying to move it out of it, probably for easier ledge access. Ooh, Mario gets the snare out of spike out. Sorry for getting my Smash terms there briefly. I'm a great announcer here. Mario may be getting a Final Smash out here in a few seconds. Ooh, Final Smash Mario for the knockout. Nope, and he completely misses. Sephiroth almost walked into it himself, probably feeling bad for the man. Mario just falls. Is this going to be a 3-stock match? Because right now, Mario is not in a good spot, moving over to the Lilac Cruise map, giving Sephiroth better access to that ledge. Ooh, Sephiroth grabs the Final Smash, but what will he do with it? Completely misses it, almost as if he's showing pity on the poor Mario. Ooh, and Sephiroth gets duped by that side special of Mario's. Mario gonna do something about that? He's getting back up into the lead. If he was able to take that second stock in a nice manner, it probably would have been a lot closer of a matchup, but does not look like Mario's doing too good in that speeding up his match department. Because if he keeps dilly-dallying like he is, Sephiroth is just gonna take an even easier win. Honestly, Inkling's opponent might not be the worst in the world. Inkling likes to go pretty hyper-aggressive, so maybe that shows in how Sephiroth plays too, making us a good matchup. I'm just trying to rearrange real quick for our next, right side of our bracket, getting the Amiibo set up so I can see which matches are coming up next. Because the right side of this bracket is looking pretty interesting too. We have a few winners over there as well. And some almost winners too, out back for some revenge. Just getting things set up while this match concludes, because it does not look like Mario is making any kind of a recovery here. Unless he can grab this final smash, knock him out, then take the final smash, and then knock him out again. I don't think Mario has any chance in this match. Ooh, behind, over, down, under. Mario gets the final smash ball, and he's down! Sephiroth moving on to his match with Inkling. Not bad. And well, it looks like we're moving into the right side of our bracket with Zelda and Villager. Villager, the other massively competitive player here. Both Incineroar and Villager have only played in one tournament due to the fact that they won their first tournaments. So let's see if Villager takes an easy sweep here against the Zelda. Which honestly, he's already got the first few hits in. Zelda barely doing any damage to him. And Zelda not having the best track record herself. Villager hoping that Zelda would just drop into it. If he could have watered that plant down there, maybe he'd be in a good spot here with an early knockout. Ooh, Zelda almost caught into the digging. Getting that shovel action out here. Ooh, Villager moving in smooth here. Doing a good almost 100% before Zelda even gets her first few hits off. Not going for any real kill shots, but it's almost as if he doesn't need to right now. Because Zelda's kind of just walking into whatever he's laying down. And if he just keeps going like this, she's just going to have to sit there and deal with it. Because Villager's not going to need to ever go near her with that kind of heavy hitting attack. She's already almost at 200%. Villager debates going for the final smash ball, but decides to just go for the tilt, and is he gonna get the knockout here when she's near the ledge? No, he is not, but she's gonna get her final smash, which barely does anything. Oh, Villager goes into his up special on accident. I don't believe that was on purpose. Getting his his crap rocked a little bit there. But I don't know if Zelda's going to be able to recover that stock with an early knockout anyways. And Zelda is down the first stock. Villager possibly hoping for a swap into a quicker kill map right here, so he can take Zelda out nice and easily. But Zelda's not holding her own too badly against somebody who's a front runner to win this whole tournament. Ooh. Flipping upside down. Villager looked like he was about to miss the ledge there, but he made it. Ooh. And he pulls out the tree for the first time in this match. He's planted it a few times, but he's never actually made it. Probably running out of that side special juice for a little bit, so we need to recover that up a little bit. Maybe getting his final smash before Zelda's even done with his first stock even. This match is kind of crazy, because it feels even, but Villager's at such a heavy lead right now. And swapping in a Pokemon Stadium map. Takes the ledge from Zelda, and he's just kind of toying with her at this rate. He kind of doesn't need to do much else, because now he has his final smash and misses it. Absolutely whiffs. She was not even near him, but takes the easy bowling ball KO. Okay, Villager, rolling in hot here. Ooh, that would have been cool if he could have taken that off the top there. But they switched pretty early on into the match. If Villager honestly just stays on this platform and gets Zelda to stay, it could have just been game right there. Ooh, I think Villager might actually lose his stock here to Zelda's final smash, because he's not avoiding it. And I think he just disappears here. No! He lives! He doesn't have to deal with the fact of just disappearing off the map. Ooh, Villager dodging some attacks. Up there. It's kind of interesting watching him play this match because it feels really unevenly even. Because Villager's been at a high percent, taking a decent amount of hits, but he is just not dying at all for Zelda here. Villager has been dishing out more damage, but Zelda has had her few fair shares of hits. It's not as uneven as I had originally expected out of this matchup. But probably going down all the way to time unless Villager takes a knockout here. Misses the bowling ball. And we're down to 45 seconds. Are we going to see our first time? No, we are not, because Villager takes the kill with our first 3-stock victory. There we go. That seals the deal for Zelda. Ending at 420 seconds. But I guess enough of looking at our Villager gameplay. We've got Marth versus King Dedede up next. King Dedede, known as somebody who likes to mess around a little bit here. Liking to taunt and flex on his opponents a little bit before finally going in for the kill. As we're seeing it pretty early on in this match. Just rolling in and having fun with it. Ooh, he might just like... Oh, okay. That could have been knockout there if he would have just kept going. But no, King Dedede decided to let Martha live. 76% to 34 is not that even. With Marth being a swordie, you would have expected him to kill King Dedede by now because, well, if we're being honest, King Dedede doesn't do the best against characters with a sword, but I guess we're learning that lesson here today with him just spamming down tilt, and it was working earlier, but it's kind of stopped working for him. Marth has learned the ability to jump, and King Dedede kind of gets screwed over by the stage there, but he takes a quick first stock. Just barely under the time that Mario died against Sephiroth. About 5 to 10 seconds under. Ooh, King Dedede could have probably kept down tilting there and taken the knockout, but he just keeps stopping right at the ledge. Maybe he just wants the flashier hammer KO. Doesn't want to have to make us watch just him spamming down tilt the whole time. Ooh, Marth has their final smash out here. King DDD loses his and gets hit by Marth's final smash right at the end there. Ooh, switching stages to a Princess Peach's castle. Stage isn't as favorable for King DDD, considering he doesn't have much edge game, but if Marth gets knocked off the edge here, it could be game. Ooh, final smash time. Let's see if Marth is able to bounce off the side of the stage. And he is not. Go straight out the side, putting us down to 2-1 stocks here in just under the 2-minute mark. King DDD unable to hit that down air on the way down, but Marth kind of just hoping to monopolize off that. As I start to lose my sanity saying the same things over and over again, because it's kind of the same game plan that Marth just needs to learn how to do, is stay out of the range of his down tilts, and that's what keeps messing him up, is he keeps falling for those. Because after he gets a few down tilts, and he can kind of just camp and fish for a big hit. He doesn't need to worry after that. Yeah, he just builds up percent with that ability, and then he can start swinging at 50% for a knockout. Pretty swift one, too. And he goes for the side tilt off the edge, taking our fastest full set yet. With less than half of the match gone, Marth is eliminated from this bracket already. Sending us directly into our next match with Kazuya and Duck Hunt. Dang, this side is pretty stacked. No dull game yet. Because Duck Hunt is honestly a pretty good force too. I believe he won the 3rd tournament to ever happen here. But can Kazuya just completely take out somebody I think would do pretty good in this tournament? And honestly, with that early few hits, he might be able to. To be fair, I think Kazuya was a pretty good rival to Ryu when Ryu's finally won his match, so who knows, this could be a really interesting match to watch unfold. We have the long-ranged Duck Hunt against a pretty close-ranged focused Kazuya, who doesn't seem to be using his projectiles that often. But nor is Duck Hunt. But Duck Hunt, I think, just took an early kill here. Ooh, Kazuya already down a stock. Faster than Sephiroth took out Mario at about 35 seconds through the match. Not even the full 40. About 5 seconds faster, but it's fast and noticeable. Instantly making Duck Hunt a pretty interesting force to watch happen in the next side of the bracket, where Sephiroth, Inkling, and Incineroar like to take out their opponents pretty fast. Ooh, Duck Hunt just knocking on Hell's door. He's just waiting for that gate to take him, because he is playing with fire right now. But will Kazuya use his final smash before Duck Hunt kills him? Yes, he will, and it hits. But Duck Hunt's in a place where he might be able to tech off the side, but he doesn't. Getting knocked out with the really long animation out the back. But Duck Hunt might not have to worry because he's already got Kazuya at high percent here. Getting put on a stage that's a little bit less favorable for him, having a lot more flat ground for Kazuya to land on. Does Duck Hunt? Nope, he does not take advantage of Kazuya being off the stage. And he kind of just agrees to stand back and watch Kazuya recover there. But taking a really heavily charged side smash after Kazuya rolls into it. Duck Hunt becoming an easy, scary player here in this tournament. To be fair, this entire half of the bracket has been fairly stacked. We've had DDD, Villager, Duck Hunt. Kazuya's even a pretty formidable force. Except then again, if Villager nor DDD had an opponent just as formidable as Kazuya to have to deal with. Because none of those matches were even half as even as this. Kazuya's been taking some good hits, he just hasn't been able to go for the kill there. Because on that last map, he just kept getting hit out of range. Every time he would use an Electric Wing God Fist or something to stun Duck Hunt into an easy kill, he would just get pushed up out of the range of Kazuya's next attack. But we're back on the stage that Kazuya does not like. Can Kazuya help take this back, taking an early stock and possibly taking the whole set next stock? Or will Duck Hunt just knock him off the edge and play with him? No, he misses. Kazuya, don't go for the smash. I would not go for the final smash here, but if you really want it, yep, he's gonna go for the final smash, leaving him at low percent with no final smash, and Duck Hunt's almost charged, which does not leave him in a winning position, considering he almost gets hit out of the top right away. Ooh, Kazuya hanging on by a thread there. And I think that's it for Kazuya, honestly. Yep, and Kazuya falls out the bottom, sending Duck Hunt into our next round, where he will have the chance to face King DDD or Villager after their match concludes. But next round, he will either have to deal with Min Min or Wolf. Min Min was a pretty good fighter against both Villager and Incineroar, coming in second place, I think, against all three winners on this side of the bracket, and Incineroar on that one. Min Min kind of just was robbed every single time, if I remember correctly. It has been a while, so my memory may be a little fuzzy, but Min Min is not a force to be messed with, but Wolf seems to want to mess around with her. Just kind of toying with her coming in through the top. Even though Min Min does seem like she's in a favorable position with the range she's able to just sit at. But Wolf is pretty willfully abusing the fact that she can't really hit above her all too well. I mean, she can, I just don't know if she's learned how to, because that's how she's lost her last few. Getting hit pretty hard here, already at a 85%. Really not helping my point of her being formidable in past tournaments. Sitting at 31 minutes already within this recording session. Wolf coming in hot. Is he gonna get the knockout here? Nope, looks like Min Min's gonna be allowed to recover here. Ooh, taking a hit there. He actually took like his third hit of the game while Min Min's already almost done with her first stock. I feel like he taunted. Why is Wolf taunting? He hasn't won yet. She's still got stocks to go, and if he messes up, he could very easily be in a bad position here. Ooh, Min Min gets the final smash. Easily able to turn this match around with just a simple button click. And she gets it, probably taking Wolf's first stock. After Wolf's dominant force in the first stock of his game, he just lost it, but instantly takes back, making up a little bit for his taunting there in the game. But still not a good position for Wolf to be in, because Min Min just proved why she is impossible to... Oh, never mind. Min Min loses an early stock to the stage. Something that we haven't seen yet, but very possible in any of these matches. Because sometimes the Amiibo just won't notice the stage is swapping. Missing the edge guard there, not timing that out perfectly, giving Wolf his final smash, but she is a stock down, but he is almost down to her level as well. Taunting instead of using the final smash, getting absolutely dodged the second chance he gets to use it. Will Min Min be able to recover from losing to the stage like that? Or will Wolf just take the knockout here? I feel like what is this called? I don't know, the Star Fox ship, this stage, is probably one of the more likely stages to have people have the walk-off issues when swapping stages. You'd think it'd be a walk-off stage, but most of the time they're sitting in the center of the map. But on this one, they could be sitting on the center and still not be in the same range as the like Pokemon Stadium, or Battlefield, or Final Destination, or something like that. Ooh, Wolf hits the nice hit there on Min Min. And gets it up on the top? Is he going to take an early stock here, or is Min Min just going to be able to flip this back? It does not look like she will be, because she's on final stock situation, in a situation where Wolf is at the same under the same percent as her. Wolf could very easily take this final smash and just win the game here. Is he gonna? Or is he gonna do it the old-fashioned way? He chooses to taunt instead of going for the kill once again. He needs to stop thinking about that. Dodges her final smash, but will he hit his? And he does! Sending Wolf to the next round of the bracket against Duck Hunt. Leaving us with our top 8 of this tournament being Samus, Incineroar, Inkling, Sephiroth, Villagers, DDD, Duck Hunt, and Wolf. Knocking Min Min out in her round 1. Not a bad feat to accomplish here. Sending us into our next round with Samus versus Incineroar. Kind of going to be an interesting match because Samus, I know, likes to attack from the back. But Incineroar might be able to use that to his advantage and just manipulate the fact that they want to stay towards the end of the matches. Hoping for Samus to take a few early stock dives here. Incineroar might just sit here. Oh, Incineroar's going ultra bit kill here. Taking a 10-second stock! Damn! Incineroar heard that and he was not happy. This is already shaping up to be the fastest game of the whole thing. Samus already on her final smash. Incineroar dodges the final smash. Ansem had a chance to knock her out. And he gets the stage switch, the in-game stage switch, not the stage swapper. Is he going to be able to take it here? Because he might just be able to. She's already at 160%. Well, he's on stock 1, taking the second stock before the first minute is even up. And they're swapping stages to Pokemon Stadium, giving Incineroar an even bigger advantage here. Sending him to his home turf in a smaller map where he can really dial in. Our first official 3-stock match, and it could be within the first 2 minutes as well. Considering Incineroar is about to have his final smash too. Samus is not standing a chance out here. And that is it! A whole minute 30 into this match. Unless Samus has an insane comeback, that's the game! Incineroar taking the fastest game of the night. Really wanting to get it over with and sending Inkling and Sephiroth right into their match. Samus getting absolutely destroyed, proving that they're only in this round because they had a weaker opponent than Incineroar did. But Incineroar really proving his place. But now it's time for our next match. Inkling versus Sephiroth. Going over to Inkling's home turf. Will it help her? Probably not. But she might just be able to take this already. She's already shaping up to have a nice bit of an early start on Sephiroth's damage output. But Sephiroth will probably be able to turn this around with some kind of off-air combo, even though Inkling does have a good recovery he can use. But Sephiroth's getting kind of gimped here on the ledge, with Inkling doing the edge shenanigans that I was just referring to Sephiroth doing in his last match against Mario. But that's what Sephiroth wants to fish for, and if that's where Inkling wants him, then this might already be game for Sephiroth just based off playstyle. But this could very easily be turned around with one simple collision. Any kind of hitbox like that can send Inkling out of their first stock. Not as fast as our Incineroar matchup, but this is already shaping up to be a good match. Some nice collisions back to back, but Inkling not able to take this next stock soon. And right there as she takes it, completely proving me wrong. Oh, Inkling getting some nice damage out here. Probably would have been smarter for Sephiroth to charge that. Ooh, but Inkling grabs the side of the stage and gets stage screwed. Ooh, just like Min Min going out not great. Sephiroth RNGs this, hits it. I don't know if there's an option for her to instantly die, but if she gets stunned or goes to sleep, this might already be it, but it's not, just some simple launch damage. Looking good for Inkling on that RNG check, but not looking good in the long run for Inkling. Considering Sephiroth might have the chance to get another final smash here with the smash ball floating around. And his longer range does mean he does not pick it up. Pretty shocking that Inkling got that. Honestly, in this situation, Inkling needs to try to fish for an early kill and then get Sephiroth off the ledge and kill him with the Final Smash. But she chooses to use it now, ensuring that Sephiroth dies here. Putting us in a final stock situation with Inkling and Sephiroth. Oh, will it last with the Sephiroth's early percent on Inkling? Honestly, it could. Inkling is pretty well fully holding their own on this stage, but if it were to swap back and they were to get stuck in the same position they did last time, it would not be good, but it does not look like they do. Sephiroth got his Final Smash back. Not good for Inkling, but maybe Inkling can just end this before they even hit the ground. Sephiroth misses his Final Smash, giving Inkling a chance to recover this entire game. Setting Sephiroth to a higher percent, and Inkling takes the comeback victory, showing that even with the stage screwing them over, it does not matter. Shooting Sephiroth out of this tournament, and sending us to the right side of our bracket where we have a Villager versus King Dedede. No, we will not be skipping this match. The right side of this bracket is definitely more stacked, but overall. But do they have the better player in the long run? Because this finals match is all it takes for one side to come out above the other. But this is definitely going to be an interesting match considering King Dedede. Wow, okay. Villager saw that early Incineroar win and said, watch me. He's coming in with already almost 100% on this Dedede. No walls broken though, so that could mean good news for Dedede to build up some percent on Villager. Because with those walls still there, it's going to be pretty hard to take an early knockout. Even though Villager is trying his best. Ooh, wall broken? Dedede spiked, but not knocked out. Ooh, Villager really just toying with this Club Penguin guy over here. Ooh, Villager dodging, rolling, and that's a knockout for Villager. Less than a minute into this match, and Dedede is already down. Villager waiting for Dedede to approach because he knows he does not need to do anything now. He could, on paper, wait out the clock without Dedede being able to do a single thing to him. Hits the Final Smash. Is he able to take the early hit here, though? Ooh, right off the ledge, taking it back. Okay, we're back to a clear slate situation. But now Villager stepping his game back up because he knows he actually has to now. Swapping over to a Mario stage. Not really a stage for either of them to really flex over, but it doesn't do Dedede many favors not having his walls back. But it doesn't really benefit Villager all too much outside of the fact that King Dedede no longer has that stage advantage and staying alive a little bit longer. But Villager's going to have his Final Smash soon if King Dedede doesn't kill him, and King Dedede's about to lose his stock just to a Final Smash. Villager back into the stock up position. Dedede wanting to try to take that back nice and early so he isn't just ignored like he was last time. Villager pretty nicely knocking King Dedede around. Dedede hits him. Is he going to take another early stock here? Yes, he is. We are tied up in the final stock, but Villager is probably just going to take this straight back like he did last time. And Villager just footstools him, taking this last stock. Whew. A lot of powerhouses in this tournament right now. And now we have Duck Hunt versus Wolf. The battle of the dogs. Let's see which of them is able to take the victory here. We will not be skipping this round.
3, 2, 1.
Duck Hunt versus Wolf. Wolf gets the first hit, but we all know Wolf likes to dilly-dally a little too much. Maybe giving Duck Hunt the opportunity to just knock Wolf out of this and out of nowhere. Because we've seen how Duck Hunt will just abuse if his opponent doesn't kill him fast enough. Because Duck Hunt is fully willing to sit around and not actually kill his opponent. And these bombs on the stage are not doing Wolf any favors either. Wolf just keeps hitting them. And the early spike from Duck Hunt. A sub 40-second first stock. Wolf realizing now that he shouldn't be taunting at all in this game, and this is for real. Unlike his last match, he probably isn't going to get lucky like that again. Honestly, if Duck Hunt actually hits this bomb, he might be in for it. Stage switch onto a good stage where neither of them die, which is not bad at all. Duck Hunt tries to take a cheeky hit off of Wolf, but misses. Duck Hunt just toying with him at this rate. And gets knocked out as a result for it. Kind of doing the showboating that Wolf has been getting in trouble for in his past few matches. But it looks like Duck Hunt's probably going to step it back up with this final smash, but he misses. Kind of shocking that he missed that. Duck Hunt going in for it. Okay. Honestly, don't mind seeing this at all. It gives us a more entertaining match if Duck Hunt actually starts fighting back. That's why I like it when they're a little bit closer, because sometimes the Amiibo will just decide they don't want to fight anymore. Which is not that great for our viewing enjoyment. Right now, just a lot of back and forth. Wolf getting his final smash back. Ooh, missing the final smash of all things. That's not a good position for Wolf right now. That's a lot of back and forth. Ooh. Oh, Wolf hits a good hit, but falls himself. Falls just short of the recovery. But will he take an early kill off of this Duck Hunt here? Or will Duck Hunt have time to build up some more damage? Because it looks like it could go either way still. Wolf not going for any early kill, any good kills, but Duck Hunt also not going for too much damage, so it's still up in the air. And that is the first can we have seen all night from Duck Hunt. Final smash could come in handy here for either party. Ooh, Wolf is getting hit a little bit. And Duck Hunt getting knocked out with the smash ball in hand. Honestly, we could be looking at a sudden death here unless an early stock is taken. The first sudden death of the tournament. We're sitting here at under a minute. We're sitting here just above a minute left. But Duck Hunt finally coming out and dealing some damage to Wolf. Ooh, Wolf taking some heavy hits. Wolf could honestly probably just outweight Duck Hunt. Or he could try to go for the kill here, but Duck Hunt whiffs his final smash again. Not hitting a single one of those tonight. Both at the same percent, 30 seconds remaining until we go to sudden death. This could go either way, one hit, and that's all it takes. Wolf possibly even having his final smash as the final hit of this game. Ooh, final smash up. Will Duck Hunt dodge it and will Wolf miss it? Or will Duck Hunt just take this stock before Wolf can even try? No! Wolf will do neither, and he'll just take the knockout on Duck Hunt. Sending us to our semifinals with Incineroar and an Inkling versus Wolf and Villager. Pretty shocking finale, if I say so myself. Fully expected Duck Hunt to be here instead of Wolf, but we're being proven wrong right here in this tournament. Sending us to a chance where, honestly, I could see this being Villager and Incineroar very easily. But Inkling and Wolf still do have a chance to flip the score in their favor. With Incineroar looking for his early hit again. Maybe even breaking his last hits record. Getting the first hit of the game already. Being pretty dominant of that ledge space. Standing a little too close to the ledge to threaten a knockout. But Incineroar does have the ability to just heal all of his damage back. To where even with Inkling's more, better, I would argue, more effective damage dealing, it could mean nothing in this fight. Unless they have the kill potential to back it up before he hits 100. Because he's already at 50, but Inkling has already doubled his hits at 115. Incineroar having some fun here in this matchup. Incineroar near the ledge. This is not a good spot. Incineroar is taken out for the first time in his first stock. But will Inkling be able to keep this momentum up all game? It's very possible, because with that final smash, they could very easily push Incineroar to a ledge situation. Flipping the script entirely just based off stage choice. Ooh. Final smashes are up. Incineroar uses his and misses. Inkling uses hers and will not miss. But will Incineroar die to it? No, he will not. He is just barely hanging on. Inkling really not wanting him to get back up here. Chilling at 200% on their first stock still. Going for the final smash and missing it. Meaning Incineroar still has a chance. But Inkling parries and just keeps dodging his attacks, sending Incineroar to a 1-3 situation. Meaning Incineroar would have to take these next 3 stocks without losing one. And Incineroar recovers the stage during the stage swap, not going out like Min Min did. And Inkling recovered from that last game, taking the first stock of his match almost halfway through. Inkling being a pretty good counter to Incineroar here. Bracket is randomized, so the fact that this matchup happened for Incineroar so late is not looking good for him. Ooh, Incineroar tries to go for that fully charged side smash, but whiffs it. Ooh, Inkling. Incineroar's got final smash. Hits it. This match could still change. Incineroar also feeding away some of their final smash. Incineroar is still in this. 2 minutes left. Inkling at 0, Incineroar at 72, but we all know that Incineroar has the chance to just come back from this in a few seconds. But will he be able to recover? Yes, he is, but he keeps getting bashed around, hoping for a stage swap here. Inkling got the final smash, and hits it. Is Incineroar dead here? He might be. And Incineroar knocked out in the semi-finals to Inkling. Inkling celebrating a good win here from the person who I had my money on winning this whole tournament. Which means my winner pick is gone. No, thank you. We're going to watch this all the way through. Wolf versus Villager.
3, 2, 1, go!
Let's see if we'll have a second major upset in this tournament. Because already we could, but a Villager evens up the percentages pretty easily here. Villager just toying with this man here. Because in their past few matches, they are not going this slow on him. They're either toying around or Villager's about to lose this to a Wolf. Giving us a new winner here. which means even bigger threats for everybody else in the next few tournaments. Because if one of these two wins, where's our counter for the Villager or the Incineroar? Could send us to a pretty interesting scenario where we just have them win next time instead. But this will be the first time Incineroar has lost a tournament. But will this be the same case for Villager? Villager takes the first stock here. Wolf still not out of the running here. For the first time, Villager takes the first stock and is not just in a complete lead. Even though if Wolf does not take this stock fairly early here, he could be in a bad spot. Villager hoping to bait him into a big hit so he can make this score not at all even. Wolf probably gonna get his final smash soon. There's the final smash. Will Villager dodge it? Or will Wolf blatantly miss it again? This is some high... Ooh! He hits it! Most likely sending Villager down to the same stock he is at, but Villager has kind of a lead going into this with his final smash not charging, so he does have that available here. With the stage being the Kazuya Mishima stage. Villager hits the final smash, but will it knock out with the walls? Yes, it will, just straight out the top. Making this not looking so good for Wolf, but Wolf could still recover from this. But he could not, and maybe Villager just keeps up the streak of not losing at all. Which it looks like he is going for a huge bit of damage there at the top for 60. Making this look almost impossible for Wolf to recover from. But what will Villager do to seal the deal on this match? Setting himself to the finals. Because Wolf could still kind of recover this. With an early Villager kill here, off the top. I don't know if that's even possible at this rate. Is it? No, it's not. That might be it for Wolf. He's not able to take his stock back. Still in a bad spot. Wolf sitting here at almost 100% against Villager. Villager just toying with them at this rate. And landing the bowling ball for game. Meaning our finalists are Villager and Inkling. Not bad if I say so myself. This has been a pretty stressful last few matches.
Final.
With our final match being a Villager and Inkling. Let's see who the victor will be. Two players who've been playing pretty well this whole time. Seeing if they can win this final match.
2, 1, go!
Villager summoning in a tree early on for no apparent reason. But getting the first 2 hits in. 3 hits. Not messing around this match like he did with Wolf, almost losing the first stock. Not even being hit yet. Might flawless his first stock, but he can't, and he gets hit. Losing this barely, but it looks like Inkling's trying to get some more damage racked up on him. Hoping for some possible ledge KOs. Ooh. And there it goes. Villager going in for that 3 turnip hit. Ooh. Inkling going for the early here. But Villager getting off the top for knockout. First stock of the game in under a minute. Will Inkling recover from this, or will they be stuck here? Ooh, Inkling getting some nice paint onto him. Meaning they'll have some more damage here going. Inkling's final smash could turn this around, because that could theoretically kill at anything. With this being a perfect position for that. Not knocking him out though. Barely missing the ledge hit. And Inkling and Villager recovering. Meaning he has some more time to build up a lead on Inkling's stock here. Villager likes to have not so overbearing of a lead, but he is playing this very well. And playing it up for the camera, never knowing if he's just going to straight up win or not yet. Even though he may take the second stock fairly early, with a final smash hitting, sending Inkling off the top, basically sealing the deal on Inkling's fate as the second placer, with our stage swap just coming into play. Will Villager continue to dominate these tournaments, never losing, or will he be taken out here by Inkling? Many have tried here, and many have tried last time he's participated, but none have succeeded yet. And it does not look like Inkling will be the first. So far, his closest matchup has been against a Wolf. Ooh, that stick coming out. I don't think I've ever seen that move played by any Villager, let alone this one. And Villager losing his first stock almost 2 minutes in. The only way I can see Inkling winning this is taking a stock and surviving these next 2 minutes. But I don't see that being very likely here. With Inkling already down to final smash in the hundreds. Ooh, that was almost knockout there for Inkling. Final smash coming out. Villager gets out of the final smash, meaning this early stock KO is probably not happening. Inkling techs off the top, still alive here in this match. It's never over until it's over, because any kind of a stage swap could just kill Villager here. But I do not know if I can see the Inkling living that long. 173, 180. Will Villager take the hit? The iconic bowling ball coming out. And that's it! Villager is the winner of the first tournament, giving him a free invitation to our championship rumble. But no worries, we will see Villager back in the future. We're not just going to cut him off like that. But that concludes our tournament with our Villager Championship crown. The undefeated master, with Incineroar finally joining the others in losing. But that'll do it for this tournament. Hopefully I'll see you guys all in the next tournament. Goodbye!